Alright, I'm sorry to have to do this, but today we're going to talk about another reality TV show that you're going to have to care about now. This show is called Marrying Millions, and it's about someone who's a millionaire getting married to someone who's not a millionaire. It's pretty easy to figure out. Some of it is very creepy, which is to be expected, like this couple who are separated by 40 years of age. I looked up how they met, and it says Bill, a successful entrepreneur and Texas real estate tycoon, met Brianna at a popular restaurant in Dallas where she was working as a hostess. They had instant chemistry and struck up a conversation. How do you have instant romantic chemistry with someone old enough to be your grandfather? Well, I know how, but I'm just asking the question anyway. It needs to be said. But anyway, the main focus of this video is going to be on this couple right here, which this winds up being kind of creepy as well, as you'll see later on, but for an entirely different reason. I hope you haven't made any assumptions yet, because this woman is the millionaire, and this guy, his name is Brian.
I had a one-man party.
You did?
I partied in the theater and in the basketball court. Drank up a bunch of booze, and I think I shorted out your electronic system.
Oh, wow.
So this guy's girlfriend goes out with her friends, and he just hangs out in her mansion, gets drunk, and has a one-man party, whatever that means. So is this guy the opposite of what a simp is? Is this like an inverted simp?
It is a bit odd. I don't know where he lives. I haven't met his friends or his family.
Don't you think it's a little strange that, you know, we've been hanging out for a while and I don't know where you live?
Is it something of importance?
Dude, look at you all sprawled out in her bed, and you don't think it's important that she knows anything about you? You're sleeping here, and you're spending long periods of time in her house alone, partying with the camera guy. I also just don't really understand how she let the relationship get this far without knowing anything about him. Like, how does that work? And now he's in here short-circuiting your electronic system.
Well, yeah, I think if we're gonna move forward, we should see your house.
Jean T still doesn't know my living situation, and I'm a little embarrassed.
I like this look of defeat he gives. I think he was just hoping to coast through this whole thing without any questions, so he could just get married and party all day long in the mansion.
Why are you embarrassed talking about where you live?
The truth is that I live with my parents.
This man is 48 years old. Not only does he act immature, but he's proving to be immature by lying to her about where he lives instead of just admitting it from the start. I think he might have been able to pull it off if he was just like, yeah, I'm 48, I live with my parents. So what? What of it? That's what all the cool 48-year-olds are doing nowadays.
Shouldn't be so nervous. Oh my God, it's great.
I have absolutely no idea how Jean T's gonna react. I'm kind of afraid she's gonna break up with me.
So he's bringing her to the house now and still pretending for the time being that it's his place. Brian, do you think you're the star of a sitcom or something? You can only do these kinds of scenarios in sitcoms. You can't be pulling this shit in real life. She trusts you enough to have a one-man party in her mansion, and you're gonna lie to her about this?
Drank up a bunch of booze.
Well, why were you so hesitant to invite me over and show me?
Here's the thing.
Okay.
So I live with my parents.
But don't worry though, babe, I got a plan. We're gonna get married, then I'm gonna move in with you, and then that is the end of the plan.
You're kidding, right? Wow. Well, no wonder your house is so clean.
Wow, roasted.
Wow.
Brian lives with his parents.
You're laughing inside. I can
not,
hear it.
No, I'm
it's
not
so loud.
No, I'm not laughing inside.
Wow, that actually could have gone a lot worse for you, Brian. At least she didn't get pissed or break up with you. She just laughed in your face and roasted the shit out of you. That means you should definitely hold on to her, Brian. Alright, so in this next clip, Brian meets Shanti's friends for the first time, and this is very awkward. One of the most awkward things I've ever seen.
Hey, how's it going?
You look lovely. Good to see you.
You look nice too.
I just gotta ask you, did you do this by yourself or did you have help?
Oh, I had a lot of help.
Alright, her friend seems pretty rude immediately, assuming that he couldn't get dressed on his own because he's not high class enough. And yes, it is true. This guy is a goofball, but they don't know that yet.
Jean T already told me that her friends are unsure about me. So I think I'll get a little liquid courage to get me through the night.
That's a good idea, Brian. I don't see any scenario where this gets more awkward.
Do you mind getting us some drinks?
Who's us?
Us!
Them? Y'all don't have men? Who has men?
Let me get this straight, Brian. She pulls money out of her own purse to give you to go buy them all drinks, and you're complaining that the rest of them don't have men to go buy drink. What are you? It's not even your money, dude. You're not. What does you being a man have to do with any of this shit? I think he might just be irritated about the comment that Jean-T's friend made when he first showed up, and now he's just being bitter about it. But it only gets worse.
Do you have a man? No. Do you have a man?
No, I don't.
You don't have a man. So like nobody here has a man. Okay.
Like, why would you say
Do you have a man? Do you have a man? Do you have a man? But he's a man, and he's not even buying his own girlfriend a drink.
Hey, are you just saying that because you don't have a man? Is that what's going on here?
Do you have a man? Do you have a man?
Are you the man?
She's the Man, starring Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum. That was a movie that came out at some point. It was on a plane one time when I was on a plane. I didn't pay attention. I've never seen it.
Because you took money out of that purse to go buy a drink.
Do you have a man?
Look, maybe I did take money, maybe I didn't take money. You know what? You don't even know what's going on. You don't have a man, so how are you supposed to comment on the subject?
Do I have to buy them drinks?
Dude, you didn't have to buy anything. She gave you the money. All you had to do is go over and order the drinks and bring them back. That way, now you're making a whole thing out of it.
Especially if you want them to like you a little bit.
They're worried about me spending your money, but they want me to spend money on them.
Look how awkward this is. All her friends are standing right there, and they're just a foot away having this conversation about them, and they clearly know they're having this conversation about them.
If you hurt this girl,
You'll cut my penis?
well, that would be the least we could do. Okay?
God, I wish you could put on a penis and date her.
What a weird thing to say. Sometimes on these reality TV shows, I am so confused as to what one person sees in the other one. Like, there's obviously something we're missing, but I don't know what it is, because this guy is very strange.
Hey, can I have a drink right now? I need a drink.
I really don't like him. I hope that Gentil can see what we can see and stop dating him.
People get such the wrong impression.
I don't know, I think they're getting the exact correct impression. So based on what you've seen so far, I'm sure it's not too surprising to find out that Brian is the one who wants to get married as quickly as possible and seal the deal. She can of course afford to have a very large wedding with a lot of planning that goes into it, and that seems like what she wants, but Brian wants to get married in a little chapel in Vegas in like a week.
Let's check it out, all right?
Here we are.
Here we are. Ready?
I can afford a big wedding, but I don't need to. It's not the most important thing in life.
This woman is way too sane and down to earth to be on a reality TV show, but luckily Brian balances it out.
Sounds like you guys are kind of in a hurry.
Well, I don't think we're in a hurry.
Okay.
It's not like she's knocked up.
He's in a hurry.
I just wanted to close the deal.
All right.
It's not like she's knocked up or anything. I just want to live in her mansion. Enough of this shit. Like, I'm sick of this. I've waited 48 years for this moment, and no one's gonna ruin it. I want to have one-man parties and shoot hoops and drink up all the booze.
Drank up a bunch of booze.
He just wants
So
a
she
quickie, it
likes
sounds
it. I
like.
want a quickie. I'm
Yeah.
into quickies.
Yeah.
Wow, Brian is a very smooth guy. He might be just as smooth as Big Ed.
Shanti, she's very wealthy. She can have any kind of wedding she wants.
Okay, awesome.
So really, you could charge her triple for the same package.
Yeah, let's not do that though.
No, no, I don't want to spend up your money. I just want you to be happy.
I like how she has to stop him in the middle and be like, yeah, let's not do that though, Brian. Why don't you be quiet and let us deal with this, to be honest. Why don't you just go play in the corner? There's like one of these things in the corner that he goes over and starts playing with quietly. By the way, what the hell is this thing? What is this called? What the hell is it? It was sick back in the day, I could tell you that much.
Just not exactly sure this is what she really wants.
Yeah, I am a little nervous, but you know, I think I'm ready, sweetie, and I want to start.
That is terrifying. He just asked if she was nervous. You're about to make her a lot more nervous with this face. What emotion is that? So are you nervous about getting married? Do you think I'm the one for you? What about if I make this face? Does this convince you?
I want to start, you know, having a family.
You know
So
what that takes?
this is yes. So
A lot of it.
okay.
I like how you're thinking.
Ugh.
It's disgusting.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Here you go, Lisa.
You're getting this? You don't mind it? How
Don't
about
mind at all.
How about
All right, Brian, we all knew that you knew she was paying for this you didn't have any intention on paying for this. Don't act like you're gonna offer. You can also tell that she's embarrassed here and clearly does mind. So they booked their wedding for like a week from this day right here. But before I get to all that, I want to go back in time a little bit. First, real quick, I just want to say thanks to everyone who joined my Patreon in the last couple weeks. It really means a lot to me, and just seeing how many people signed up was really awesome, so thank you guys. I also just want to say that I do have a Discord now, which you can find in the description and the comments. I know people have been asking about this for a while. I'm sorry it has taken so long, but it is finally here. I still don't really know what the hell I'm doing, so please go easy on me, but I shall learn. So in this clip, it's Gentil's birthday, and Brian shows up like 3 hours late because he was busy buying a fake pearl necklace at a pawn shop.
Hi!
Oh, there she is! She's right in front of me.
Honey, you're late. Come on, honey, the party's halfway over and you're just now showing up, even though you look terrific.
My cousin's perfect.
You can't tell her the timing is perfect. It's her birthday party, dude. Also, she's being very cool about it too, so you could have easily just apologized.
Looks like some kind of jewelry.
Oh,
It's an antique pearl necklace. I went antiquing.
She's just laughing right in his face. Come on, did you really think that was gonna be real? So in this part, Janti's friends bring out a male stripper, and Brian just has to stand there and watch awkwardly.
Janti is up on stage with some dude's junk up in her face. I'm her boyfriend? I'm not going to stand there like an idiot as she disrespects me. I'm done.
I'm not just gonna stand there like an idiot, and then it cuts to him standing there like an idiot. So I know this was kind of out of order, but fast forwarding to the wedding, this is what happens.
You kept so many things
I
from
kept
me.
little stupid things from you.
They weren't little stupid things. I mean, maybe to you they were, but they're not. And right now, I don't know. I don't think you're the right one for me. It is so heartbreaking.
So she pretty much waits until the last possible minute and then dumps the guy, like right before the wedding, and then he looks all defeated now because all of the possibilities of those one-man parties he could have had are just down the drain. So even though they do break up here, this isn't quite the end yet. If you remember early on in this video, I said that it gets creepy at some point. Well, here is that point. So after some time has passed and they've been broken up for a little while, Janti goes out to lunch with Brian just to get closure, you know, say what you want to say and then move on with your life. But Brian doesn't quite see it the same way.
Did you regret it at all?
What?
Walking out.
If she didn't know what the hell you're even talking about, then probably not.
I mean, I'm sorry that I did decide on that day the way that I did, but you hid a lot of stuff from me, and I felt like the trust was broken.
I still love you, and I wanted to start over, maybe, from the beginning.
So one of the things that Brian kept from her, aside from the fact that he lives with his parents, is that he was engaged previously. She just points out that she doesn't feel she can trust him anymore, and it's like he doesn't even hear the words. He's just like, okay, let's start over. You ready to fall in love again? You still got that basketball court?
I've already moved on, sweetie.
You're cheating on me?
What do you mean I'm cheating on you? We're not together.
This is a look of total shock. She cannot believe he just said that. They have been apart for like, I think 6 months or something at this point. You probably should have never had this lunch with him because now he thinks that he has a chance again. Or not even that. He thinks you guys are still together. So now she tries to make it very clear that they are not together, won't be together, and that she has moved on. And it doesn't go that well.
Okay, then there's still time for...
No, I don't want you to have that in your head, Brian. That's why I'm telling you this. It's already difficult for me to come here to see you.
So what, you want to go to a movie and dinner Friday?
Alright, this is where it starts to get creepy. He's totally ignoring everything she's saying. He's not listening to anything. She literally just said, I want you to understand that we have no future together, and his response was to get all excited and ask her on a date.
This is why I didn't want to come see you, Brian. I don't want you to be delusional, okay?
Okay, I don't want to be delusional.
No, seriously, Brian.
No, seriously, let's go out to dinner.
I think we need to have maybe this closure so that we both can move on and that maybe you can move on easier too. I mean, it's over.
So what you're saying is you want me to come back to your place and shoot hoops? So yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. Good for Janti for getting rid of Brian. That was the biggest mismatch of all time. This is the first time I've talked about this show, so hopefully you guys all enjoyed it. Let me know what you think, or what you think of this guy. I don't know. Let me know, whatever. Just fucking comment, all right?